In the bottom right corner, as the blue Terran, it's Psystorm Gaming's Epic. And in the top left, it's the red Terran, uThermal. Reaper coming out on both sides. Monka WCS Gameheart, but we'll do the best we can. Factory going down first for Epic. Thermostat, god damn it. Thermal going for the quicker CC. Factory thrown down for uThermal. And we're gonna have a little bit of a passive early game while both players get their Hellions out, get their Reapers out. We'll see who will be the first aggressor and who's gonna take first blood. uThermal gonna hold the aggression of Epic here quite handily. This is not gonna do anything. uThermal might get the Reaper. In fact, he does. Epic returns the trade, but uThermal has claimed first blood. Banshee and Cloak on the way for Epic, but I mean, uThermal's up 3 workers already, up in army supply. This Banshee is going to have to level the playing field quite a bit, and uThermal's going to have a Raven out. Ravens, of course, do provide detection passively in an area around themselves, much like an Overseer. So these Marines going to be able to deal with the Banshee, even with Cloak. Nice pick there from Epic, but will it be enough? Bunker's going to hold down the front against this Cyclone Hellion aggression. Cyclone going to try to leash onto the bunker, get the lock on. There we go. And it's going to hide around the corner out of range. Marine's going to move forward and try to zone this out. Do so successfully. A nice pull on the SCVs. Get quick repair on the bunker. uThermal getting up an additional couple of barracks. Marine coming out. Stim started as well. Epic. Another Cyclone with another Banshee. I don't know, Kev. Couple racks going up in uThermal's main. Production increasing on both sides. Engineering bay for Epic already has his third down. uThermal moving out his. Disc! Hey, thank you so much for the raid. Browser source totally broken. I gotta replace it. Let me alt-tab and shut that off, actually. There we go. Alright, we'll resume the cast. I forgot to hit the little eyeball. But welcome if you're coming from Disc Scream. Glad to have you. Thank you for the raid, my man. Banshee's gonna back out there. Epic going for defense at the front. uThermal has a pretty good spread on these tanks. A little bit injured, but he has an SCV queued up to repair him. And yeah, a mostly passive game here out of uThermal. Epic is going to pull ahead in workers. You know, he did get his third orbital out quite a bit faster. Banshees tapping into the economy of uThermal. Gonna get about 5 pro SCVs before they back out. uThermal heavily up in army supply here, though. Well, I don't know about heavily, but he's pretty up in army supply. Combat shields finish up. Marauder slow going to be finished by the time the push arrives. Vikings trying to keep air dominance here for Epic. Tanks sieging up in the background. This is a dicey fight for both players, but I think Epic's gonna hold here. Is he though? Oh no, okay, no, he collapsed. Vikings gonna land, but uThermal's not gonna give Epic any time to defend. GG's called. uThermal gets a 1-0 lead in this best of 3. in the top left, as the blue Terran, it's Epic. And in the bottom right, as the red Terran, it's uThermal. Liquid Thermi. Thermal currently up 1-0 in the previous game. uThermal just kind of outpositioned Epic. He had Stim, he had Marauder Slow, he had Combat Shields, overran the tank line of Epic. Epic had a lot of his supply still in production and just wasn't quite able to hold on. Hey, thanks for the follow as well, Willslot. I do have browser sources turned off now and I'm in game. But thank you for the follow. Epic. And uThermal, just mirroring builds so far. uThermal gonna have his Reaper out a little bit quicker. Significantly quicker. Factory goes down for Epic. uThermal looks like he's going for a quicker CC. uThermal with the bunker at the front. Epic's gonna get first blood on that SCV. And with the 2 Reapers in the Hellion, he is going to push out your first aggressor of the game. Bunker will be done in time to meet him. Marine loaded in there. Reaper gonna defend on the high ground. Now, Epic can jump these Reapers up to the high ground and overwhelm the defenses of uThermal there, but doesn't want to tap past the bunker just yet, and doesn't seem to want to go for the Reaper jump, so uThermal gonna have a couple extra units out to deflect that. A Cyclone behind this for Epic, as he gets his own natural CC. Orbital, of course, finished up for uThermal. Gonna have that earlier second meal. As we have a kind of standoff here outside uThermal's nat. Raven in production here for Liquid Thermi as well. Gonna have a Swapperino Starport going on to the reactor. And double Viking production beginning here for Epic. He's gonna fly 4 Marines and a tank to the front as he continues sieging the natural of uThermal. Raven will be out in time for this engagement. uThermal positioned around the Reaper jump spot, but this is just a full-on attack at the front. uThermal gonna pull the boys, pull the units. Try to engage here. Auto turret instead of a disable on the tank. Well, okay. uThermal's gonna hold, regardless. Wasp brought, I will if the lobby's available at the end of this match. I would be happy to. Epic is getting aggro again. uThermal seems quite content. Just get up his production, get up his third CC, play defensive. Stim started up for a Red Terran, another tank coming out. This force is mostly Viking here, just a couple Marines in on that tank to defend it. Medevac poised to pick up and boost out if uThermal engages. uThermal sending the Raven out, dropping some auto turrets, causing some mayhem and destruction. Refinery slowly burns down. We'll keep an eye on that in the bottom right corner. Epic still poking at the bunker. Vikings providing that high ground vision. I don't know, man. This could go either way. Epic does have his third out quite a bit earlier. He is quite a bit ahead in the worker supply. uThermal going to drop behind and try to collapse on this army of Epic. Combat shields finishing for uThermal. Oh, Epic's gonna back out, but it's a trap. Thermi stims in. The Marines melt on the ground. Vikings will pick off this medevac. However, one of the tanks left behind, it gets gunned down. Epic beating a full retreat. Raven has a bit of energy. Second Raven coming to join. They should get their spells off before the Vikings pick them. But Epic is allowed time to siege as uThermal rallies the reinforcements forward. uThermal heavily up in army supply this time. Disable on the forward tank. uThermal's Marines get a concave. The boys are pulled here for Epic. Thermal gonna siege up the tanks. Epic forced to lift his third as uThermal lands his, and this was a very nice push here from uThermal. He's still up in army supply. He gained the worker lead. And it's now Epic who's stuck on 2 base. uThermal landing in the main, trying to get some damage done to the production. The medevac will get picked off. Medevac's providing high ground vision, and they will cancel that upgrade for Epic. meaning uThermal gonna have +1 armor. His opponent will not, at least for a very long time. A Liberator coming out for Epic. Maybe gonna siege up on the tank line. 2 of them, in fact. Oh, but I feel like this ground push is a little bit premature here. Epic gonna take some losses. He will clean up uThermal's forces, though. And he's gonna push out himself. Already, the defenders are rallying. uThermal takes the better of the trades. Holds his third. Epic landing down here to the south. uThermal guns down the bio, but the tank should be able to hold here. Especially with the medevac. Nope. No, the Marines got it. Thermal, with his 4 Marines, 2 more coming in, is going to pressure at the third. There's nothing Epic can do about it. GG is called, and uThermal takes the series 2-0.